welcome back everybody. Slim Slam and the Bandwagon fan. Week 15 NFL action coming your way. I'm Slim, he's Slam, and to my left, that is the Bandwagon fan. As always, folks, proudly brought to you by the Jersey Cartel on Facebook and JRV Electrical. And if you're persuaded enough, BTX Wordsmith, but most of the time we're not.
No, shameless plugs.
We're still not.
Boys, how are we?
Blaze, this is a jar.
Okay.
This jar is the Chiefs.
Yep.
The lid's off.
The lid's off. Schnazi,
My lid's on.
you keeping your lid on?
I'm keeping my lid on.
I
Just for one
can't.
more week.
I can't keep my lid on.
No? Can't keep it on.
Oh,
The lid's off.
Unreal. We'll just...
do you want me to call your mum? You might need to pick up.
Well done. Nice and quick. Good.
Someone call an Uber. I
Yep.
can't drive home now.
Yep. Didn't think you'd be able to.
On the other, should we just restart this again?
no,
you sure?
absolutely not.
I think we should.
There's
There's
not
no
enough
way.
beer.
I want to see another skull.
That would be
Doing well, Blaze.
That'd-
Doing well.
That'd be an almighty stitch up on your behalf.
Mate, great round in
your
the
behalf.
book so far.
Yep.
We've had 13 games so far in week 14.
Yep. At the time of recording.
Big man's on 11
Yep.
with one to come if Arizona win. Slammer got 10.
Yep.
And Blaze, good work. You got 10 as well.
Oh, thanks, mate.
And what does that do?
That takes us all to 131 on the year. All three of us tied for first place, depending on your persuasion of how you interpret that.
Glass
Yeah.
half full, glass half empty type guy.
Yep. For me, it's full because to be
You sure?
to be in the hunt this year. No, well, that one's not full anymore. But to be in the hunt in going into week 15 is massive for me after last year.
Yep.
And I think for you two, it's definitely
There's
glass
64
half empty. because-
64 games to go.
Yep.
It's the first time you've been in the hunt in a long time.
In terms of tips, for sure.
The last time you were in the hunt was about 2019 at the Woolshed. So,
Wow, yeah, it has been a minute since COVID kind of deleted the woolshed. So
anyways,
even longer since Red Square. Saw some hunting down there, Chucky boy.
yeah, so not the Russia Red Square either.
I don't go to Red Square.
No, I was thinking more along our mutual friend Harrison Gebhardt. But
I
131.
don't have a friend called Harrison.
I know a Baz sometimes. But by the way, here's the bus, Baz.
You know his dog Ruby.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Yeah, we won't steer into that one. But yes, the main takeaway there is 131 each on the tipping line. And so continue to watch this space eagerly for the results to come as that competition continues to heat up. Chucky,
yeah, mate.
we want to just have a cast our mind back briefly, as you did off the top of the show with the peanut butter
Yeah.
lid off
That wasn't the
analogy.
That's the Chiefs.
That was a chase.
Yeah, but it's, we bring props to the show because that's what we do. The lid's off.
The lid is completely off,
We
Blaze.
kicked the ass
Yeah.
of the Las Vegas Raiders after
Can of whoop ass.
Yannick Ngakwe decided he wanted to lead his troops out onto the Arrowhead itself
Yep.
and just
Got booed by the crowd.
Yep.
Loves it.
And what happened?
They got smacked.
Yeah, they got
Smacked right in the mouth.
They got smacked in the mouth.
First play of the game, fumble. We took it
6.
30 yards, 6 points. Cheers.
Yep. What
Yep.
happened next?
Can't remember, but
It was early. It was early.
all I know is we got the ball back and then we scored.
Yep.
And then we got the ball back again and we scored.
And the score at halftime?
35-0.
Oh.
With 3 seconds to go, it was 35-0. They
Yeah,
got a cheap crap field goal, but
They got monstered, mate. And now
absolutely domed.
we look ahead to week 15 now, and
I think
obviously
we forced 4 fumbles today.
we did.
Insane.
The Chiefs fans at the desk, Schnazzy boy, are up and about clearly.
Conceded less than 10 points in the last 3 games, Blaze.
Yep.
Last time that happened for the Chiefs, 1997.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Not
an
a bad-
offensive league.
Not a bad year.
That's an unbelievable stat.
Yep. Going all right. They go into Chargerland this weekend, Schnaz.
I don't like the Chargers.
Yeah, you have. Well, you were kind of probing around with the possibility of an upset.
Well, I put my jersey on. I put my Joey Bosa on.
Yeah.
After seeing Nick Bosa absolutely torch Cincinnati today.
Yeah.
Nick Bosa was on another planet. Since he's come back from his knee, he's their best player in their defense, and that's a loaded defense too. The Niners have.
Yeah.
But that's getting way off topic.
Yeah.
Track.
That is.
Because it's the Chargers.
Well done.
I'm setting the Chiefs.
Nick Bosa plays for the Niners, yeah?
Yeah.
Why would we
Joey plays for the Chiefs. Joey
Yeah.
plays for the Chargers. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's where we're getting confused.
But I'm being
You were
inspired from
saying-
Nick
Yeah.
to channel Joey energies to pick the Chiefs.
Do you think
Nick's better than his older brother.
there's a lot
You mean
of,
the smaller bear's bigger than the big bear?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
there's a lot of conflicting narratives flying around that one
Try and
sentence.
digest that one.
I'll tell you who else was fantastic
a
today.
big
And that
mouthful.
was the centre again, Creed Humphrey.
How good is he going, Chuck?
So good, Blaze. So good. It's ridiculous.
He
Clyde Edwards-Helaire had 2 touchdowns today on the ground as well. Bang.
I think it's not unfair to say that line, while a bit slow to get out of the gates, a new team, they've really bonded together.
Other than there's one of them that gives me the irrits, but
who's that, mate?
Can't think of his name right now, Blaze.
That's probably why. But I think the main takeaway...
He loves a holding penalty, though.
The main takeaway is that they have obviously gelled. Paddy's getting a bit more time. He has the ability to escape now. He's not getting pockets collapsing on him instantaneously like he was.
Blaze, it's like... If you haven't played with him before, he's not exactly a standard quarterback that stands in the pocket, is he, Blaze?
No.
He does a lot of deep drops, does a lot of, making it up on the fly. So if you haven't blocked for that before, it was always going to take a little bit of time to work that out. And they seem to have that sort of down pat now a little bit, I think.
Yeah, it's all. I think the main thing that we were discussing
Gotta love
last
Melvin
week,
Ingram, though, Blaze.
Yeah, he's been a
Freaking fantastic.
massive addition to that defense.
It really has.
And I think...
I'm surprised. Still no marker for Creed Humphrey.
I know, me too.
I did think you might
Trey
have
Smith, Blaze. Trey Smith, the right guard.
He's a rookie.
Yeah, does my head in.
Yeah. Well, he's learning his craft. We can't all be Creed
That's fine,
Humphrey out
Blaze,
the gate.
but yeah, well, we could be, but
Tristan Wirfs, another one that was great out the gate.
Yeah.
But
Fantastic out the
Trey
gate.
Smith, holding penalties all the effing time.
Yep.
Does my head in.
But
he's getting better.
In Chiefland last week, we
He's only
were discussing
He's a
how
rookie.
the offense was kind of spittering and sputtering. We didn't really put the foot down on Denver.
Yeah.
We then put the foot down big time on the Raiders, albeit
big time.
the defense was helping out a significant amount with turnovers.
Mm.
We now go into SoFi to play the Chargers, who are a high-powered offense, who did give us the stiff one earlier in the year.
The stiff one.
Yeah, the stiff one.
Okay.
That's exactly what it was too. That was at home for the Chiefs. We now go into LA, and you want to see a continuation of
Blaze,
both
that was
sides of
just
the
a
ball.
different season.
Yeah.
This Chiefs defense is remarkably different to that one.
You're thinking yin and yang?
Yeah, completely different. Polar opposites.
Yep.
Is that on the back of Thomas Sorensen being benched, yeah?
That is a big part. That is a big part.
His minutes have been managed for
Seeing
sure.
Thornhill play more.
Yep.
Less of Anthony Hitchens, who I cannot stand.
Yep.
More of the Gay and Bolton combo, which I just absolutely love up the middle. I'll be in the middle of that sandwich anytime I like.
You fucking what?
I'll be in the middle of that sandwich any day.
The Gay Bolton.
Gay and Bolton. Willie Gay and Nick Bolton.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, we heard.
They're my middle linebackers.
How much do you love them up the middle?
I'll take them anyway.
Anyway, Chiefs are up and about. The lid is off. The boys are happy. We've got the bling back in the booth. The vibe is up. And that's...
And 3 Chiefs.
And it's 3 Chiefs for the boys.
It is 3 Chiefs. On the other, can't say something quickly about the Raiders.
Yeah.
Well, you could talk about
Josh
it when we start
Jacobs
talking about the Raiders.
Dropped off the planet of this earth this season. I don't know if he's injured
Completely
or
off
what's
the
going on
planet.
with him. He's dropped off, and if you can lock down Renfro, you pretty much win the game.
Yep.
Which you can't do because he is fantastic.
He's still managed to make a few plays today.
He is
Renfro.
fantastic.
Oh, he's their only offensive weapon at the minute.
He is absolutely fantastic.
Waller's not even playing. He's injured.
Nah.
Mm.
Phenomenal.
Anyway, great
Phenomenal.
chat. The Carolina Banthers let Chucky down in the tips last weekend.
Yeah, not sure why I did that.
But we're not following Carolina this week because they go into Buffalo. A real tough assignment for them. Buffalo, obviously smiting a little bit recently. The loss to the Pats, now getting touched up by Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Probably need a win here is an understatement. And
Really came back today, Blaze. They were a long way down.
Their
against
second half
Tampa Bay.
performance from Josh Allen.
Was
He
it
had
21 unanswered points?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had 100
And
rushing
then-
yards.
And then didn't get to touch the ball in overtime. Classic Brady.
Yeah,
move.
I know, classic NFL reading move.
Classic.
Oh, let's just flip this
Yeah.
double-headed coin.
Didn't Buffalo start with the ball in overtime?
Did they?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Oh,
They
oh,
won the toss.
Well then.
Well, that makes us look like
Well, that's
idiots.
I think they turned it over on the 3-yard line.
Started over.
And then Brady drove the length of the field.
Oh, okay.
Pretty confident that happened. Could be wrong.
Well, I was at work
Yeah.
pretending to work.
Well, that's what we all do.
And didn't see that.
Mondays in Australia are not known for high work ethics.
I have a lot of bathroom breaks on a Monday. It's
Oh,
crazy.
Just
It's got a case of the runs on a Monday. Anyways.
It's actually not uncommon.
at a big weekend between Gay and Bolton, and you
Yeah.
can't sit down.
Without plug. Anyways, we'll move forward. Panthers going to be interesting to see what they do here. We saw a bit of PJ Walker, the old XFL quarterback.
Isn't
Yeah.
that interesting though, Schnars? They're toast. They're done.
We saw Cam Newton as well.
Yeah.
Rush for a touchdown. That's about it.
And get benched.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on
It's
here.
novelty hour, isn't it?
It is novelty hour, but like, is it almost at a point in where they are as a franchise that we know they don't win unless C-Mac's playing, but
Yeah.
do you reckon that could trade him?
And get-
C-Mac.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you'd get nowadays. There's too much. Like, he hasn't, finished a season in like 3 years.
The running back pool in general has like
And that's the thing. You get
it's
to like
dove
28
on
and
value.
it's like, ooh.
It is dove on
But someone
value.
like the Rams might pay overs for him just to try win Super Bowl next
I
year.
don't know how much they've got left.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they'd have to
Where
go
could they
play it.
possibly
It's not really
move it?
picks. I don't think they've got a first round pick. Well, they haven't had one in like fucking a decade, eh?
They haven't taken a first round pick since they drafted Goff.
Yeah. Which
So
is
they're
what,
like, we
2000
stuffed that up so bad. Let's not do another one of those.
Yeah.
Let's just go and get other teams.
So it's a good 5 years or so, eh?
Yeah.
5-6 years. And I think there's still another couple yet with the Ramsey trade and everything else that's been going on there. Anyway,
Doesn't
look,
really matter though, they're winning.
yeah, as long as they win.
But Carolina, they need to shake something up. I still like Darnold as a quarterback. Probably hasn't shown as much as I would have liked.
Is he injured? Or?
He's injured.
Yeah.
He's
We
injured.
were optimistic on Carolina earlier. I think injuries
Yeah, because
have
they started fantastic.
derailed.
Their defense was
that season.
unreal.
Yeah.
yeah,
they-
that's dropped off.
They were getting C-Mac back in.
Yeah.
Was playing well. Darnold started well.
I
Then
think
he,
there's
then he
still-
caught mono at about week 6.
Yeah, yeah. Mono gets him every year. But you know, you got DJ Moore down there. You've got TJ Hawkinson. You've got some pieces. TJ Hawkinson plays at Detroit. Yep, that was my bad. But they do have some pieces there that are going to start to pull together as the years commence. But we just need probably to see some consistency out of C-Mac on the park to have us any kind of real faith in
They
that
got Robbie
franchise.
Anderson.
Yeah, they got Robbie
Yeah,
Anderson.
Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore
DJ
are
Moore,
decent.
yeah.
I'm not huge on that coach either, to be honest.
There's a lot of talk that
There's
they
a lot of
reckon he's
roll
going to go
down
there.
back to college.
Yeah, he's a very
Something's
questionable
weird
play
there.
caller.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's enough on Matt Rule.
There's plenty on that. Well, it's 3 Buffaloes for the boys in the booth. Las Vegas, fresh off a hiding from yours truly, the Kansas City Chiefs, are now going into Cleveland. And Sammy has changed his tune a little bit when it comes to Baker, if for no other reason, based on the fact that he'll pick him to beat Las Vegas at least.
Well, that's not saying much because look at the can of whoop ass that Vegas had unloaded on them today.
Plus geography.
I almost got away with that one this morning.
With the Baltimore.
Onside kick
Yep.
with a minute 40 to go. They somehow get it back
Yeah. And don't.
and then can't even get a first down.
Yeah.
And you're like, all you needed was like 25 yards and then you kick a
It
field
was
goal and win.
It was Huntley in the game by that stage,
Huntley,
wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
Lamar was out by like the second quarter. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even that confident on Baltimore
At the
when
time.
Lamar was playing.
Yeah.
And then when he went out in mid-second quarter and and Cleveland were up like 21 to, I think, almost nothing.
Yeah, it was like
3 or 6
yeah.
or something. Like, for them to come back and almost win that game. Like, imagine how embarrassing and demoralising that would have been for the Browns if they lost that game to Brett Huntley.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's under any illusions now that Baker's the difference.
Not
I
since
think
I've told them 1,000 times. guys.
that's become glaringly obvious. However, they do have enough in the shed here to knock off the Raiders, who have, frankly, they've just run out of troops. Yes, Naz?
Yeah, and troops you're not going to get back either, unfortunately. Yeah. So Raiders have got a bit of soul searching doing in the off-season. They need to go to the draft. They need to have a look at some of the personnel they're taking there to fill a few voids.
Ironically, the Browns are one win off the division.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, so they're sneaky.
So I'm kind of loving them now. Because like,
there's one player at Cleveland that I'd like to.
I'm probably stuffed.
Hugely hot.
I was on the
Yeah.
Bills. I wasn't even thinking about that.
The Bills have fallen behind a little bit. Who are you really hot on, Schnazzy?
Denzel Ward.
Yeah.
He is absolutely coming into his element
He
as a star
won them that game
quarterback.
today.
Yeah.
He had the 4th down
And that's
tackle.
why. Yeah.
He can play.
He
There's
can
no
play.
doubt about
He's
that.
fantastic. He's in
He
my,
was a top
he's
4
in my
pick.
ultimate team on Madden.
Yeah.
He was pick 4 in the year they took Baker.
Yeah.
And
You hate corners going early.
I do. Mate, my mate Jeff Okuda, where is he? Those I hate.
Torn his
Now,
Achilles.
We're not even sure that Jeff Okuda's still alive.
No.
Torn his Achilles.
Unless you're a linesman,
Yeah.
for Ohio State, any other position, you're no good. Like, they're no good at corner. They're no good at quarterback.
Denzel Ward came from Ohio State, didn't he?
Yeah, I know. But, like, you look at the vast majority of players that come out of that Ohio State football factory don't make it in the pros that well.
Well, they got smacked by the Wolverines this year.
Oh, I know, mate.
Yeah.
How excited are you for next week's game?
Very excited.
Mate, it's going to be groundbreaking.
Very excited.
Anyways,
It's gonna
Denzel
be
Ward.
groundbreaking.
I like him. One of
Yeah.
the best corners to come out of the draft in the last few years.
Yeah.
Top pick as well. A lot of pressure.
Fantastic. Him and Jay Alexander, probably two of the best like young ones getting around.
Yeah, 100% agree.
100%.
100% agree. At time of fielding?
What? Oh, at time of filming is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
I've got the Ashes on the mind. Time of filming, the Arizona Cardinals you get to play this weekend.
Yeah.
However,
This is a gimme.
we can give them
This is a 2-foot putt. You take it every day of the week.
at Detroit.
See, and yet, if this was last year, there's no way you could say Arizona at Detroit is a gimme.
No.
Yeah. And that says a lot about how far they've come.
How will you still say it's a gimme if they lose tomorrow to the Rams?
Yes, because the Rams are a good team.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no real doubt.
Not much geography in that too either between Arizona and LA.
No, very minimal. Good points.
An hour and a half in a car, is it? 2 hours?
As close as a Kiwi and their sheep. Anyways,
Whew,
New England
that.
and Indiana.
Yeah, moving right
Indiana.
along. Nothing to see there, Arizona.
Indianapolis.
New England at Indianapolis is going to be...
I can't believe you've both gone this way.
It's an interesting matchup. We've gone with the home team, me and Schnazi. That is the Colts, backing Jonathan Taylor and his band of merry men to continue their winning ways. They've been in decent form recently, Schnaz.
They have. They are. Look,
walk me through it.
New England are the informed team in the comp. I still, as much as I love Mac Jones, I'm still not 100%. Like, I'm sold he's going to be a great quarterback, but he's not a great quarterback right now.
No,
right?
yeah, I'm not even convinced he is.
So their
going to be.
defense is great, but I don't know if they're going to be able to stop Jonathan Taylor.
Well, it's
Jonathan Taylor is an absolute wrecking ball.
It's almost a battle of two high-powered running games here with Taylor and Hines going up against New England's like by committee, but they've been really effective.
Yeah, Stevenson and
Harris.
Bolden and Harris.
Bolden, yeah. My thought process here, Blaze, was New England are really good at stopping the run. That's Indy's main strength.
Yep.
New England, I think they're probably equally matched with Indianapolis at quarterback for the way they've played this year.
Yep.
I do think Wentz is better.
Yep.
But the difference maker for mine here is New England had the week off, which means Bill Belichick's had 2 weeks to work out on the Colts.
It's not a bad call. You make a good car. I mean, you both make really good points.
Indianapolis need a win too
Yeah.
to stay in the hunt
There's an element of
at home.
knowing your enemy is half the battle. You know, whether you can plan to stop Jonathan Taylor in the way he's been going recently is a question that's going to get resolved. But certainly one of the more interesting matchups to come in NFL
Definitely.
week 15
Oh,
there.
There's a few good games this week.
Yeah.
There's a few good games.
Real interesting divisional matchup here.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Like,
For the spoon.
massive connotations when it comes to who's going to take
Two.
the edge rusher out of, what's his name? Thibodeau or something? The top pick.
Yeah, don't try.
No, he's not going to be the top pick.
You reckon?
No.
Okay, we won't get into it live.
Top
but
pick, Blaze, will be Aiden Hutchinson from the Wolverines.
Okay.
Yeah. He finished second in the Heisman voting, and if he was a quarterback, he would have won the award. So.
Yeah. Fair enough. Anyway.
But yes, the man out of Oregon.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So we've got Houston going into Jacksonville here. The boys on my left and right have gone with Houston. And I'm jumping on Jacksonville based purely on the fact that the home team, I like Trevor Lawrence more than I like Davis Mills / Tyrod Taylor. Depending on who we get.
I pretty much just went, you know what, who cares on this
flip
one.
a coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like,
To be
who
hon-
would know? They both suck.
Jacksonville showed absolute nothing today. Urban Meyer,
He doesn't have the players at all.
another Ohio State failure in the big time.
Yeah, big time.
Well, do you mean he doesn't have the players at year, or he doesn't have the players? Because I think both are probably true.
I think I was talking along the lines of he doesn't have the players, as in they don't care. They're not interested in him. They think he's an
No, and he's
egotistical-
still got his bloody... He's still... Mentally, he's not there. He's still in the bar.
He's still got 2 fingers up. No.
Can I just point out as well, just quietly before we get too far on, Raiders at Cleveland and New England at Indianapolis. They're Saturday games.
Okay.
So we'll be able to watch them here live on Sunday. There you go.
You like that?
Very good from you, Slammer.
You know, everyone always says that Slammer's got his fingers on the pulse.
He does.
He doesn't often miss an opportunity to break news.
Especially when he's got the ruler out.
Sandra Sully.
Yeah, I wasn't sure why the ruler came out with that
I
one.
liked it. We were talking about Harry Potter earlier. Maybe it's to do with that.
Yeah, potentially.
Who knows?
I
Anyways,
don't know
this
what a
game
ruler's
here-
got to do with Harry Potter.
I was measuring my wand.
Or it was a wand. I don't know. Book week's just been. Anyways,
3
Houston and
inches of-
Jacksonville.
3 inches of dragon.
This is what happens when you talk about a game as bad as these two teams.
you lose the plot.
Who are we on? Oh, yeah.
And now we're moving into another bad team. At a
No.
team that's playing well.
Yes.
The Miami Dolphins are red hot. And Slammer, not too long ago, you said you can continue to wear your Tua Gerd
They didn't play this
jersey until they lost. Yes.
Yeah.
So you've got a hall pass card on that one.
Yeah,
I'll bring mine back too. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you'd expect them, barring an absolute, calamity, of apocalyptic levels.
They won't lose.
They won't lose to the Jets.
No.
in a
We will be
matchup.
here this time next week, plus or minus a day or two,
Yep.
in are Miami Dolphins jerseys.
100%.
Celebrating a comfortable 2-score win.
And I'll probably chuck him in the guarantee.
Yeah, as you probably should.
Yeah.
When playoff, jostling is at stake here.
They're in the hunt.
They're right in the hunt.
Some playoff
6 and
connotations
7.
to this game, Blaze.
Yes, indeed. And they are more than prepared to knock off the Jets, who are just...
They are one game out of the wild card at the moment.
Yep. So they need to keep winning. That goes without saying. And the Jets, well, they've got every reason to lose, really, and no real ability to win. So
And then
I'm
moving
going to have a
from
squig of their schedule.
why he's doing that, we'll move from one bad New York team to another bad New York team.
we love the Giants.
And the Giants are hosting Dallas in another huge matchup.
This ground, MetLife, hasn't been great to Dallas over the last couple of years. So they want to get out of this one injury-free, scot-free, as it were, and obviously with the W.
Yeah, they would like to walk out of there with a W. They would look to no injuries.
Yep.
We know MetLife's a bit famous for that in the last few years, but we would also like Dallas to get their running backs
games.
to go.
Yep.
We want them to have a good running day.
Tony
That's what I'm trying
Pollard
to say.
missed this week as well.
Yes, Pollard are laid out, and Zeke, it was okay. But
If
he
there's any
wasn't
week you're going to
fantastic.
get it
Doesn't look
going,
the same
it's
guys
going to
he
be
did in the
against.
first half of the season.
It's going to be against. It's going to be against New York.
It's a good chance.
Their defense and probably Mike Glennon under center.
Yeah.
Again.
And the watch here is
that's
obviously
That's if they don't move on and give
from.
from a crack.
He must be still.
Just to quickly wind back to Miami, they end the year with the Jets, the Saints, so you'd think they could probably win those first two,
Yep.
and then the Titans and the Patriots.
So the Titans are probably, I'd say, 65-35 type split.
It's where is that? And that's at Tennessee as well.
Yeah, okay,
So that's
it's
probably
probably a
not
bit closer
great.
to
And then they
50.
do have the Patriots at home,
Yeah.
which the Patriots have struggled in Miami
Yep.
recently.
And and yes, as you quite rightly say, you think of Giuseppe at the end of last year, kind of.
But
really
I
spoiling the
I
party.
reckon they'd have to win 3 of those, Blaze, to get in. You'd have to be 9-8, I reckon.
You
in the
control your
AFC.
own fate. So I think the Miami Dolphins do remain a little bit of a pocket team for us. I think we've got a soft spot for them.
Yeah.
It'd be good to see them continue that progression. I think everyone thought they'd be a playoff team this year. To miss would probably be a disappointment after the way they
Blaze.
closed
You're
out last
definitely right.
year and started slow this year. But
It's disappointing the way the season started for them because they've really got on a run, but they seem to have left their run too late.
might just be a touch late. Correct.
So if you're looking for some fun facts about Mike Glennon,
I'm always
am.
looking for fun facts.
he turns 33 in December,
Yep.
and he was the third quarterback selected in the 2013 draft.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yep.
he was
The
third round
third
pick.
quarterback.
Yep, third round pick
Jeez.
74.
2013.
Bet the first 2 were household names.
Yes, well I'll give you one.
Yeah.
EJ Manuel.
Yep. Gun.
The next one,
Buffalo didn't waste a pick on that.
Geno Smith.
Absolutely
Wow.
crap.
And I reckon that class might be better than this year's quarterback class.
It's probably not too bold to say.
Matt Cottrell from Is he at Ole Miss is the number one
Oh,
quarterback prospect.
coming out next
Yeah,
year.
like,
Yeah.
I thought he was saying this.
Don't be stupid.
I was like,
We've just
you've
had
lost
He's
it.
backflipped on Mac Jones.
He's
like
had a
the tile.
complete 180.
And
I was
Trevor.
Like, I was like, Gino?
No,
We're
the one-
sticking our flag in the ground on Gino?
The boys in the booth don't stand with this man
Oh,
anymore.
good. I thought he'd
I
lost
said
it.
the one coming out.
Yeah, no, you did. You did clarify that. I think that's probably a
Closet-
technical.
You said the current. That was why I got confused.
We'll play that back and we'll get a replay on that.
Yes.
Current.
You done well.
Nah, so... But that's what I'm saying here. Mike Glennon is a third round pick 74. He's 33 in December.
Yeah.
Been around for nearly a decade.
Yeah.
And I haven't subscribed to his family newsletter, so why are you telling me all this crap?
But I'm just telling you, that's what the Giants are dealing with right
Yeah.
now.
He's
a legacy
and that's what
quarterback.
Seattle was dealing with when Russ was out.
Yeah, it's just exactly right. That's exactly
Oh,
right.
Gino.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's come full circle.
And the Jets in New York. Washington and Philly. 2 back-to-back
We're all taking Dallas there, if anyone was confused.
divisional matchups.
Well, Dallas really need to win that game because of this team, the Washington.
They just beat
Oh,
Washington.
No, not today.
The Washington football team. Yeah, I know, but they need.
You guys both tipped them.
We tip Washington.
Yeah.
But they do need to continue to bridge that gap and
Yep.
make it bigger and bigger as they possibly can.
So that's not bridging the gap then.
That's extending the
Extending
gap.
it,
Yep,
yeah.
my bad.
Who's taking Philly?
Poor English. I'm taking the home team.
Yeah, wow.
I just think.
So you're worried about them bridging the gap, but you're taking Philly.
I'm building the theatre of it, but
Okay.
I think Philly are probably in a position there to knock off Washington with a running game that's kind of been sparked back a little bit. Obviously, you go into divisional.
Yeah, they've actually
here.
started trying to run it.
Yeah,
It's
you
crazy.
go interdivisional. You go.
Who would have thought it would have taken 13 weeks.
Yeah, I know. It's bizarre.
You know, you've got no
How
Chase Young on
bizarre?
the edge there. Philly finding a way in spits and spurts. I just like him in this one head to head. I'm not
Have the
too
bye
sure.
this week as well.
I did.
Yeah, they did.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
so
not
I just think
bad. I'm
they're
assuming
See,
they
look,
played Indy.
they're a chance.
I would be riding this if Andy Reid was still their coach, given we know how good Andy Reid is off the bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He's not. I'm taking Washington
Yeah.
next.
There you
Fair. Moving
Blaze
on.
has gone solo again.
Yeah, I jumped
This
out.
is feeling much like
Jason
last
Derulo
week when he
all over
didn't do
again.
his own tips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, does it feel like
He's
that?
just off centre.
Is this gag still going?
It's not really a gag. I'm just pointing out. You're a bit left centre. of here.
Third week rounding.
2 weeks in a row you haven't selected Detroit after.
Yeah, after really singing their praises. But I'm not
Yeah.
going to take them against the Cardinals. I'm going to take Pittsburgh here to beat Tennessee. I think Tennessee, minus their number one weapon, obviously being the King Henry, just seem a bit more vulnerable going into
Yeah,
Pittsburgh here.
They're not scary at all.
No, they're
are
not.
they? No.
Nor a Pittsburgh. But
No.
I think,
Good point.
but I think they might just have a bit too
Call
much.
is good.
It really, my tip hinges on the fact that TJ Watt plays. I think they really missed
Yeah.
him with injury in and out of the game against Minnesota. Still almost forced overtime late with that pass.
Yeah,
to-
you're right. They got
to
hot at the end
Freiermuth.
there, didn't
So-
they?
Yeah, but they were
Claypool's brain
past
doesn't
for
work.
3 quarters.
They were getting
That
smacked.
should not have been anywhere near that close.
No, but that's
They
Kirk,
were
that's
past
Kirk
for
under
3
lights.
quarters.
It's probably not Kirk's
Do you
fault.
reckon it's
to be
Kirk's
fair.
fault?
No,
I was gonna say.
It's a bit stiff.
He was all right. I don't.
Kirk's fault. Poor Kirk.
Kirk cops it regardless.
He really does. He's the whipping boy.
Yeah, he does. But I do think Pittsburgh are a sneaky chance
But that
here.
that was ridiculous, hey? That
Yeah.
should not have gone anywhere near that
Nowhere.
close.
Nowhere near.
Yeah, thank you.
Nowhere near. So I'm on Pittsburgh. Boys taking Tennessee. I don't think there's heaps.
Mate, you're taking Pittsburgh on 1 quarter's performance.
No, I'm taking Pittsburgh.
It's a
based-
4-quarter game.
That's not what I'm doing at all, mate.
It's like when you play tennis. You
That's
can't
not
win a
what-
game from winning the first
No,
2
that
sets
is
in a
not
major
what- That is
tournament.
not what I'm doing at all.
You've still got to play.
I'm not taking Pittsburgh based on a quarter. I'm taking Pittsburgh at home on a head-to-head matchup against Tennessee, who I think are down their number one weapon and don't have heaps else going on.
Yeah, I
You're
would
telling me
say.
they don't have some good receivers still?
I didn't say that.
AJ.
I said they're down their number one weapon.
Julio Jones
Was my comment.
activated for the first time this.
Yeah, played on the
Just
weekend.
went-
Yeah, he went okay. Not
Um,
great, but okay.
Are we into it? No, sorry. Hold off. Keep
Okay.
going.
Keep
Cincinnati
going.
Yeah.
at Denver.
Cincinnati at Denver, indeed. Going into Mile High
Oh, the
here.
orange.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's 3 Bengals from the boys here. Denver it's been a funny old year for Denver. You know,
Yeah.
at
They're all right. They can play.
At times they've been fraudulently good and had decent records. Other times they've been drastically exposed. I think they
Their
get.
defense is pretty good.
I think they get whipped here by Cincinnati though.
Whipped, you reckon?
Yeah, whipped like BDSM. Whipped.
I don't reckon many people go into Mile High and give them a whipping.
Yeah.
And
I reckon their defense is pretty good. Teddy's been playing okay. Cincinnati by a touchdown. I don't know.
Okay.
Cincinnati's offense as well is starting to spitter and sputter a bit. Their defense this year has been better than I thought.
Yeah.
They do get some
Surprising.
shootouts, but I thought their defense
They
would be a
should
weak
they
link.
should win the division
They should.
because they've got the easiest schedule because they're playing all the other worst placed teams from the year ago.
Oh, and I'm not denying that fact, but I want their offense. I want to see more out of their offense. I want to see more out of Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Wasn't the best today.
Well, he is playing with a pinky injury. Now, I know that sounds...
And that is
Low-key.
the medical condition.
Yeah.
It's like turf toe. Who do you reckon came up with turf toe?
I don't know.
I was listening to Drew Brees on NBC, and he does reckon that the pinky is quite vital to your grip on the ball and
I
your
would've
release
thought
on the
all
ball.
5 fingers would be.
Well, apparently they vary in importance. So
Okay.
your thumb and your pinky are responsible for your grip.
Yeah.
Your index finger is responsible for your control, your spin, your revolutions. Same with your middle finger. Your ring finger is the most expendable. So if you're going to have any
Really?
finger that you're
And that's
gonna
why
lose,
Chicky had a good AFL career.
That was crap.
No, well that's
No.
well.
I
Drew.
thought the pinky would be the worst, and then like the fourth one.
I mean, you can call up Drew and have a chat with him. If you
Oh,
really want
you
to,
know,
but
we've only got a few passing yards between us.
that's what he said.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
mate, just look at Chicky, for example. We played AFL with a missing ring finger.
Yeah, Daniel Chick. Yep.
Yep. If he'd lost his pinky, he might have never played a game.
He's down a couple of sinuses too, I think.
Yeah, he wouldn't be swimming with the Crocs.
I suppose you're right. The grip, like being able to hold the ball properly.
I'm
If
not
you were-
Well, that's why
if
they
you were
measure your
without
hands.
that one.
Your challenges are with Drew, not me.
They
No, I'm
measure
just
your
saying.
hand span from thumb to end of your pinky. So
Yeah.
obviously it's got to have some importance, right?
Yeah.
Because they talk
Well,
about
they
big
try and
hands.
get the
lock it.
thumb near the base of the ball,
Yeah.
point of the ball, and then the rest up on the.
The pinky
On the
is
laces.
responsible somewhat for the release, control of release.
We'll run an experiment.
Index is for your
We'll run an
rotation.
experiment.
Yeah. Who wants to volunteer to have their pinky chopped off? You'll do it?
If I can take your ring finger, I will.
No.
Moving on.
As in,
volunteers?
as in cutting off his ring finger. That is.
What do you want to do with it?
I just don't want it there.
Oh, okay.
It's annoying me, quite frankly.
Anyway, 3 Bengals.
Every time I think about it, it just pisses me off.
Atlanta and San Francisco Blaze.
Yes, going into
Long
the
trip.
the city of gay love, San Francisco, are going to knock off Atlanta here. It is known for that.
Well, yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't
No,
think you
no.
can quite just say that like that. They're a city where everyone loves everybody.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying it's the most accepting city in America. I don't know.
Let's just do this.
I don't know enough about it.
Steer around.
Charlotte Booth, keep digging holes, mate.
I'll be going for San Francisco here. I think they're a much better team than Atlanta. Atlanta are going to have to go a really long way to get to this game. And
Huncho.
yeah, that's about it.
I'm going to take San Francisco because I feel sorry for them after Blaze just vilified them.
Yeah, Blazers out of the entire city.
I don't vilify anyone. I'm just saying they're a very accepting community in San Francisco, and it's well known internationally as a very accepting,
If you want to go, you can
respectful
go.
place
Mate.
to be.
You don't have to justify it to us.
Out of these two
Just
teams,
go.
if
I'll
there
be
was a-
happy. If
there was
you're
a-
happy, I'll be happy.
If there's a place I'd rather go between these two teams, it wouldn't be San Francisco. It'd definitely be the slums of Atlanta.
Now we're calling it
Oh, Jesus.
No, because it's like
Oh, gee.
you might bump into Migos down there.
Judging people left.
Trey
right, and
Young
centre.
or Meek. No, Meek Mill is from
There's
Philly.
no way you're going to see Trey Young
In the
because
slums.
he's tiny. Yeah.
Well, Skid Row or something like that. Is that more
Dear
digestible?
God.
Is Skid Row more digestible? It's all accurate.
There's nothing wrong with Georgia, though. It's a very nice state. I haven't been, but I'm sure it's lovely.
They got a good football program too.
Yeah.
They do. Kirby Smart. Seems like he knows what he's doing down there.
Yep. Anyway, you got anything to say about
And they
Lambeau?
recently won the World Series, so good on.
Yeah.
Green Bay? Green Bay Packers, probably the hottest team in football outside of the
I don't
Kansas
think they're the
City
What
Chiefs.
the hell almost happened today?
Yeah. It got weird early.
He almost lost to Chicago. Well, Chicago didn't score after half
Yeah.
time, but
It was
at
weird
half time
early.
it was like, what the hell is
Yeah.
going on? If Chicago had won that game, Matt Nagy signs a 3-year extension right there.
Only 3.
And
How
what-
bad would that have been after Aaron Rodgers had done the whole "I own you" thing, and then
And he
loses the
coughs
next
that
one
up.
at
What
home
are they now 22-5 or something?
against Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
I think it's 23-5 now.
23-5.
I'm bloody glad that what you just outlined didn't happen and
I know.
Matt Nagy didn't sign on for 3 extra
No, look,
years
I
because
would've
we'd be
been
down a
happy
couple of
because-
friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Old Hutchie wouldn't be able to hold on too much longer, I wouldn't have thought.
Now, this is the thing that I was trying to get into before, Blaze, because I thought the Baltimore game was earlier.
Yep.
So, let me run you through Baltimore's remaining schedule, right? So, Baltimore right now are... Oh, crap. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. Baltimore are 8-5 and leading the North in the AFC, right? But
Yep.
they've got the Browns and the Bengals both 1 win behind them.
Yep.
This is the Ravens' end of the season. The Packers at home, then at Cincinnati, the Rams,
Yep.
and then the Steelers.
That Cincinnati game's going to be huge next
Yeah,
week.
because if it's not that, they could very easily only win 1
Yeah.
or none of those games.
Are you making this is almost a twofold case you're making because you're making a case for your overarching divisional bet here.
I am, yeah, you're absolutely right. That all comes back to
But
the-
like Lamar, how long is he out for?
I don't know,
if we
but
get
even if he's playing, they're so banged up everywhere else. I don't think, and they've lost 2 on the trot.
Yeah.
I don't think they're making the playoffs.
And we know.
I think the Browns and the Bengals can both jump them here.
and six of the 8 wins as well
Yep.
were very unconvincing wins.
Yes.
You'd probably write off at least 3 of them to they shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
Really.
The Chiefs game,
Chiefs game, the Detroit game,
Indy game,
and the Indy game. I mean, Blankenship, Justin Tucker
the
bailed
Detroit
him out.
game, yes.
Justin Tucker bailed him out from 68 yards, of NFL world
Yeah.
record or whatever. And the
But
Chiefs
God bless
game,
him because the multi got up that week.
yes. And if Clyde Edwards-Helaire doesn't have the ball knocked out when you're just running into a chip shot field goal, then it's a completely different story. So I think the narrative there is probably accurate. I think Baltimore right in the gun.
We've called it all year, especially Slammer. They've got
Yep.
an overinflated record. They're
Yep.
the worst team with the best record.
Thank you.
This is going to be no different. Green Bay, hottest team in football. Not even the hottest. They're just the
didn't you
best.
just want to turn it off?
Yeah.
They're the best.
There you go.
Yeah.
Not the hottest, they're the best.
Yeah, I think
By a mile.
They had been the hottest
They will be the Super Bowl favourites.
Yep.
Now,
and should be.
Tom Brady is the favourite to win the MVP
I know,
this
it
year.
makes
Yeah.
me sick.
He's paying $1.60 currently.
Is he?
Second, Aaron Rodgers paying $7.
Yeah.
If Green Bay absolutely ball out the last few weeks,
I
is
don't know
Aaron
where your
Rodgers
head's
the
at here.
only one that could challenge Tom Brady for the MVP?
I would love to make the case that if
Creed
Kyler
Humphrey will
Murray,
win?
yeah, that actually too. But if Kyler Murray ended the year real hot, because he was so hot at the start of the year as well, missed 3 games and
There was a
fell
big
off. the-
patch in the middle there.
Depends. It depends.
I feel like if he ends red hot and say, what are they now? They're 10-2. Are they?
Well, they win the conference.
10-2. So they're 10-2 now. If the Cardinals run the table and finish 16-2. Sorry, 14-2, 15-2 because of the extra game.
Yep.
Got there in the end. They run the table, finish 15-2, and he throws like 10 to 15 touchdowns and like 1 or 2, 3 picks.
Runs in 4 or 5.
Runs in 4 or 5. I feel like he'd have to get it.
Depends. He missed 3 games.
I know. But I
And
feel
they
like
won
if
without him.
Yeah. I just reckon like
I don't mind it.
They love
Don't
a
get me
new
wrong.
guy.
Yeah.
But
So you're not subscribing to my Aaron Rodgers one. You're subscribing to Kyler Murray instead of Aaron Rodgers.
Sorry, I went off on my own tangent. I'd like to see Kyler Murray win. I think he's probably been the most important player when he's actually playing. But I think if anyone is going to beat Brady, it's probably going to be Rodgers.
I think that's probably a good read.
At the end of the year.
And I think at 7s, that's not bad value for second place in a team like Green Bay, where
he's second favourite right now.
Yeah.
At 7s,
where he's been doing the most in terms of, no, I'm not going to go into Brady hate. I just don't want to do it. But Rodgers has been doing more with less all year long. I don't think that's up for debate. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Less
Definitely
offensive weapons, but across the board, they're the best team.
Yes. The Green Bay Packers. Yes, I'm with you.
No, they're just playing like that. They've got nowhere near as good a paper team.
Yeah,
a roster as Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but players on paper, and they don't win you championships.
No, they
team.
don't.
No, but who have they got that's remarkably different than what they had last year? And they got whipped at home in the conference final against.
Kyler Murray's at 10s. Mahomes is at 13s, and he's 4th favourite, and then Herbert's 5th.
Yeah, do you know why? Because he blew up today.
He's starting to get a little bit sneaky hot. That lid. Oh, it's coming.
Shows you how underrated running backs are. Jonathan Taylor's 8th at 26s.
Yeah, they just don't like him, eh?
Yeah.
The markers.
Well, they've been shown to be not that important.
Yeah.
They have a shelf span of like 5 to 6 years, and after that,
But over the course of a season, I could offer a counter argument that they can be immensely important.
That's why they have Offensive Player of the Year as an award.
Yeah.
Because everybody just knows MVP is going to whoever's quarterback plays.
Comes
So
back
what,
to the
Defensive Player of the Year?
It's a stupid award. It's dumb. Like calling it the MVP is dumb.
Yeah.
They'll never give it to anyone that isn't a quarterback anymore.
'Cause it's not the
unless somebody
definition-
runs for 2,400 yards
Yeah.
on a year.
It's not the definition of most valuable player.
No, it's not.
It's the most
It's just
valuable quarterback.
Whose team had the quarterback that played the best?
Yeah.
And who put up the most gaudy numbers and stats, basically.
Yeah. And you
It's
know
got
what?
nothing to
And you
do
know what
with
we say to
MVP.
that? We see you, Roger Goodell, and your NFL scripting narrative, and we won't stand
And
for
we
it.
raise you, I'll look the other way if you give Offensive Rookie of the Year to Craig Humphrey.
Yeah. And potentially a sponsorship.
Seattle at LA Rams.
And a booth to a couple of games.
Seattle at LA Rams. It's 3 Rams from us here. Seattle have won 2 on the trot. Did they win this weekend, boys?
I thought they had a bye as well, did they? Oh, no, yeah, they had Houston.
Yeah, they knocked off Houston.
Yeah,
they've
so
won-
I was right. They did have a
They've
bye.
won, they've won 2 on the trot, but
They've had 2 buys in 3 weeks.
they've taken out the trash, as it were, and they go into LA here, and I think they'll get their little bottom
Their
smacked
just
a little bit.
desserts?
Yeah. They might just get touched up a bit by Matty Stafford and the boys.
Mate, I don't think we need any more in this game.
Nah, definitely not.
Great read.
Probably not a lot on the next one either.
Trevor Siemian taking his merry squad of men.
Yeah, I had to get off a sinking ship with the New Orleans Saints. I tried to follow them for a few weeks after famous Jameis went down, after they were kind of spruiking around as being an interesting kind of matchup week to week. But now
They won on the weekend.
yes, but they didn't
They
play
played the
much. Yeah.
Yeah. Plenty of pies last week.
So they go, and they're going to go into Tampa. They're going to play Tom. We know how this story goes. It'll probably be 40 to about 15, and that'll probably do it, eh?
That's generous.
You say that, but wasn't the last time they played a couple of weeks ago, Trevor Siemian led a victory at home against Tampa Tom and his merry squad of men.
You lead a victory?
They did win.
Yeah.
New Orleans, look it up, Slammer. New Orleans,
I thought
knocked
they
them
got.
off.
I thought
It
they
was a
got
game.
close.
Jameis got injured. Trevor Siemian came out in
And
the
he
second
closed
half.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
closed it.
okay, yeah.
Okay, good read. Good read.
So now you've just written off a team who has history.
I don't think I don't reckon he can start and take him the whole way through though.
What?
That was half time.
See what you're looking at.
Sports. I think.
Sports bet.
Oh, okay. Brady $1.80, and then Rogers Murray $7.50 on Ladbrokes. Mahomes only at 9.
I've been telling you for years,
Poor
NFL's best betting is on Ladbrokes.
Yeah.
That's
Why
worse.
not?
That one was worse. I'd
I
say.
mean, our good friends at Sportsbet have dropped right off the radar. Laddie is the one we go
Yeah, and then
with.
look, this
with
is
the
what's dumb
guarantees.
as. Offensive Player of the Year, Jonathan Taylor's $2.
So it makes no sense.
So what?
Yeah, because it's a skill. It's not a quarter. It's not a quarterback award.
It's who was the best running back or wide receiver. Like,
Or
even though quarterback's an
centre.
offensive position.
Yeah.
Could be centre some years.
So how can you
Or the second best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but they're
Unless it's
they're
like-
not
like-
like look at that.
Yeah.
Like Brady's at 8s and Murray's at 26s.
Yeah.
So like,
Makes
it's
sense.
not even a
No
who's
one
the
ever
best
wins
second.
both,
It's just
though.
MVP is for quarterbacks and offensive player is for not quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
But if Brady doesn't win the MVP and Rodgers wins it, Brady might
Then
get that.
Brady will
award.
get that one. Oh, Goodell will not stand for it.
No.
The amount of merch that they could sell, we won't even get into it. Minnesota are going into
The
Chicago.
last game of the week.
Did anyone else have issue trying to tip this one?
Yes.
Because I
Yeah.
had real thoughts about it, eh?
touch and
Prime time
go.
football does
Yeah.
not go well for Cousin Kirk.
Technically, it
And I
doesn't.
liked what I saw today from Chicago a little bit. I only saw bits of the first
Which is a
half.
funny sentence to come out of your
I
mouth,
know.
really, isn't it?
You're not going to get 2 weeks like that out of Justin
But
Fields and
on,
Chicago Bears.
but on Green Bay's defense, it was like, oh,
You know,
all right.
an
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. At home,
A
Chicago.
An interesting one for you. Allen Robinson was franchise tagged this year.
Yeah.
Does he leave? He's a great.
They can probably just
receiver.
franchise
I
tag
was
him
gonna say,
again.
franchise again, I
They
reckon.
can,
Yeah.
but does
'Cause
he?
I'm not
They're
sure
not going to let
I'm
him
not sure they're
walk,
gonna
I
let
don't
him
think,
walk.
are they?
It'd have to be a hell of a deal.
At his age,
No.
27, 20, around us, I reckon.
You got the franchise tag 2 years in a
That's-
row.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the Allen Robinson you said, wasn't it?
Yep.
He's a great receiver.
I reckon he's 27.
Once again, there might be a team.
He is 28.
Wow. How about that, eh?
Close.
Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss narrowly.
But the important part is you had a swing.
Yeah.
And we're all looking to hit on Minnesota here.
We are. 3 Minnesota Vikings here to knock off the Chicago Bears. But watch this space. It's going to be an interesting-ish matchup. If for nothing else, maybe it's a close contest on your Monday night football
It'll be interesting.
viewing slate.
Absolutely.
So,
much
Anytime
last
Minnesota's involved in the game, it's interesting.
Yeah.
One of the best teams to watch. If you're a fan and you don't really care if your team wins, but you want to watch a good game every week, watch Minnesota.
you think Dalvin Cook, you think Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
and you think what
You
could
got
happen
Adam
with
Thielen as well.
yeah when he comes back.
God,
from
how were
injury.
some of the holes that they were running through against the
Yeah.
Steelers at the start of the game?
Cook looked like
Like, there was like 5 meters either the side of
Yeah.
them, I reckon, at some points.
he was making them look like they were all in quicksand, and he was just like darting around. It was quite fantastic. Dalvin Cook,
Steelers
don't get it
Swiss
twisted though.
cheese.
Dalvin Cook is probably top 3 back in the league when he's up and running. Yeah,
Well, that's the running back's role. They run the ball.
yeah.
Depends whether you want to take like pass catching running backs into
Go Chiefs.
turn because he doesn't really do a
Oh.
heap of that.
Quick shout out to another Tampa Bay player we haven't mentioned much the last few weeks. Leonard Fournette.
Yeah,
He's absolutely flying as a back in this
career
league.
resurgence at the moment.
Yeah, he's gone next year. He's getting a big deal
Yeah.
somewhere because at his age.
We saw playoff Lenny.
No, see, that's the reason he won't get one.
But someone's going to pay him like up front,
For like a 1 year or a 2 year deal?
like a
Probably
2 year,
2.
30.
Yeah. I don't reckon you're getting anything more than 2.
No, but that's a big deal for a running back. Unless
Yeah.
you're like the
But it's
creme
like
de la
One
creme.
of the days where you have 10-year careers. at
What
running
was the
back.
girly deal at LA?
Whatever it was 5 times
years.
over.
530.
It's like 80, wasn't it?
80.
Yeah.
80 odd.
Because Zeke's was the biggest. He broke it, and his was like, was it 5 for 94 or something like that, Zeke's?
So it wasn't not quite 100, I don't reckon.
Yeah.
And you see
Anyways.
what that can do
Now,
It's just it'll just destroy you.
Yeah.
You can't afford to be paying that. To
you
a
can't
running
get
back.
up and out of it.
Like gone are the days where running back's the second most important player on the offense. Like wide receivers are so much more important now.
Well, it's a
like-
passing league.
They don't run the ball like the way, and it's not the whole defense wins championships and you got to be able to run the ball in January. Well, you don't.
Yeah.
Like,
Most of them playing domes and shit now.
yeah.
Anyway,
like-
so that's the slate.
oh, actually,
Boys and
just
girls.
quietly, have anyone heard Kurt Warner running his mouth about he reckons every team should have their stadium under a dome?
Well, Kurt Warner reckons because he's got a flash new Disney movie coming out, he's all that in a bag of chips.
It is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, I want to see the best teams play against each other and I want to see the best versions of themselves. And his big sookie wawa about it was, well, I played in LA, I played in St. Louis and I played in Arizona and we played in domes. So there's no way for me to get prepared for an outdoor game, whereas the outdoor teams can get prepared for a dome because they can go inside their practice facility. And you know what I thought of that? Stiff shit, Kurt. Get the fuck over it. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's like home field advantage. Oh, it's cold when you go to Buffalo, is it, Kurt? Boo-hoo. They're paying you like $23 million a year.
Chuck a
Go out there and
jumper
throw the
on.
ball.
Chuck a thermal on and get over it, Chad.
Oh, Christ. Kurt, have a good look at yourself, mate.
Greatest
even
show
the
on
Kyler-
turf.
Kyler
Greatest
Murray
show on turf.
chat from last year.
Yeah.
Kurt, go home. You won't need to stand on a stool, but look in the mirror and have a good hard talk to yourself because that's crap, mate.
It's the biggest cry on turf, that one.
Now, next week's we got a show before Christmas.
Yep.
We'll probably do it sometime next week.
Yeah, early next week, I would imagine.
Cocktail night, I reckon.
Yeah.
Mojitos.
Yeah?
Jeepers. What do you need to make mojitos?
Well, we need touches
Lime,
initially.
Cocktail shakers. But no.
Definitely chuck a suit on at least, yeah?
No.
I'm not
I'm
doing
not sitting
that.
up.
Could be hot.
I wear my birthday suit.
Great.
And I will be wearing a Miami Dolphins top.
I will be wearing a Miami Dolphins top
And nothing
also.
else?
No, I don't.
Oh, if we can wrangle sombreros, that'd be pretty good for cocktail night. Anyways, it's cocktail night next week, and Blaze is getting his hair dyed sometime soon.
Yeah. And we'll put a green screen up and we'll set like the Golden Gate Bridge up the back there.
I was committing with cocktails. Now you're talking about green screens and everything.
The Golden Gate Bridge, you know,
from your favourite city.
the city of brotherly love.
That's Philadelphia.
Yeah. Send us out, Chucky. No. So, thank you again for joining us
I was
on
about to.
Slim Slam and the Bandwagon fan. Hope you enjoyed our
Probably
absolute,
don't mention the sponsors. They probably don't want to be affiliated with this show tonight.
absolute rambling.
BTX, though.
Need your love letters spiced up.
Now you jump on board. No, in all seriousness, obviously the Jersey Cartel, JRB Electrical. Thank you again for all your support on the show. Wherever you get your podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all the good stuff over on the social media channels too, Facebook and Instagram. We love your support. Keep giving it to us. And Chucky, if that is all...
Keep giving it to us. He's been Slim. I've been Slam. That's the Bandwagon fan. Good night.